ride through the stormers. Or ride through the storm or stormers. They come up with a name. Yes, I am still in my car, but I have ran a couple errands, and now I was getting ready to head in my house, and then my ex, soon to be ex, well, right now he's still my husband. So my husband started texting me, asking me questions about stuff, about keeping this, or can he have the phone, the TV, his TV, and his sound bar. And that was really frustrating. And I guess he wanted to come by and drop something off or something to the youngest. And but I was on my way home, and so she told him no and all that. Like, no, mom's on her way home. And I just feel some kind of way, like, right now. I don't know. Even in relationships, like short-term relationships, this awkward part stage is always uncomfortable. But right now, it's extremely uncomfortable. It just, so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so irritating. It's annoying. And like now my stomach's in knots. I was having a great day. Not that nothing happened, not that I didn't have any issues or trials or nothing. Not that, I had all kind of stuff happen today, but it was in general a great day. And it literally disturbs my spirit to have to talk to him. Not at a point that like I hate it, but it's just I'm so frustrated right now. It's like, and there's stuff that I need to talk with him about. I need to do paperwork with him, but I don't think I can do it without a counselor or something. I'm really looking into finding a counselor so that we can talk back and forth. Like I have paperwork that's due like now in regards to this girl going off to school, and I need to take care of it. And I'm literally, you see me wringing my hands. I just like realize I'm doing it. I'm very frustrated. Very frustrated. And it's so sad that in these times when you're in these relationships and stuff and things happen that someone you slept with, you had children with, is impossible to talk to them, or it's very uncomfortable. It still hurts me to have to talk to him because of the loss. I often find myself wearing black a lot more. Normally, I wear black on Mondays because I just don't want to be on Mondays. I love my job, but I need 3-day weekends. I miss my 410s. I used to do 410s, and I actually liked it better because I need 3 weekends. I need a day to sleep in, recoup all my energy, and then the other 2 days to do whatever. But one day that won't even be an issue because I will have my business up and running, and it will be different. But anyway, it just I just wanted you to hear or see, or I don't know, the frustration. So when you're going through it, you don't feel alone. Like I literally could cry right now. I just hate it. I hate it for what it won't be. I hate it for what it is. I hate it for what has happened. Yeah, I recently found out he did something. So we separated around 2014, like October 2014 or so, somewhere towards the end of 2014. And which is around the time when I went to the shelter, when I had to go stay in a DV shelter. And that's a whole nother thing. But and he pulled some stuff and did some janky stuff, which is why we are where we are. Because otherwise, we would probably be on the merry-go-round. I want to say we'd probably be better. No, we would not. Because what I wanted for us to be better, he wasn't willing to do anyway. So let's not lie to ourselves. Ashley, let's be real. I found out he pulled some stuff in court, and I went through, he knows I hate judges and I hate courts. They just, my whole body, I've been arrested before. I don't like police. I've had bad experiences with police. I don't like dealing with them. As some of them as people, they're okay, but I have literally almost been killed by a police officer. Like, I have issues with police officers, right? So, and he who knows who he is may even see this someday. You know who you are. Thanks for the trauma. Anyway, I didn't check a lot of stuff. I didn't know you could go on a website and pull up your whole previous court case and look at filings and things. And I found out he submitted my medical records, and he had a bunch of stuff sealed. And I don't know this stuff, but he's really smart. Like I said, he's really smart. So he had the stuff he submitted, he had stuff sealed. So now I've got to go back and find out what was sealed and see if I can get a hold of it. Because I'm like, you sneaky bastard. And yeah, I am going to say that. And he'll probably see this. But yeah. I'm finding out more and more of why he was always accusing me of stuff was because he was always doing some dirt, or he had done some dirt and he was hoping I wouldn't find out. Well, I'm finding out quite a bit. Quite a bit. Of stuff. I am finding out by eliminating my fears and diving into stuff and pulling it back and looking at it for what it is, and then it's giving me a whole new perspective. Not new, but a more in-depth perspective. Like, I knew there was some surface crap, but I didn't know that the doo-doo ran this deep. And yeah, I'm finding out quite a bit of stuff. Some I will share, some I won't, because I don't want some of it will affect my kids in some ways. And if I haven't talked to them about it, or haven't allowed them the opportunity, that if they want to know, to like research it on their own, because there's some things I'm not going to tell them. I would prefer they do the research on their own, because I want it to be unbiased. Absolutely unbiased. I don't want it to be your mom fed you this. Nope. I want it to be they looked for it on their own. Because I'm not in the business of them not loving their dad. I want them to love their dad. I had 2 daughters before I met him. And my oldest daughter, I wanted her to be a daddy's girl. I wanted her dad to just ogle over her. I wanted him to want to spend time with her. I used to beg him. I used to be like, I'll pay you, like, anything for him to spend time with his daughter. Anything. Like, and we weren't together on and off throughout her childhood. He did some low down dirty stuff to me. Low down dirty, cold-blooded, life altering, emotionally disruptive stuff. And but he had his own issues, and I realized that over time. But I still didn't let that stop me from still asking him to spend time with his daughter. But he kept choosing not to. And, he can't make nobody do nothing. But I tried. But the blessing was she has amazing grandparents, and unfortunately, her dad always looked at her as competition. So, but I'm hoping they have a better relationship now. I totally don't get involved in it. Not my monkey, not my zoo. So, and my other daughter, her relationship with her father is a bit different. I tried often, but crazy kept popping up, and I had a family at that time, and I really needed to think about what was I exposing my kids to. Like, did I want to have to always be answering the door strapped? You know, it was like that. Did I want to always have to be calling the police? And could I trust the person was going to bring my child back? And it was so much. It was so much. So, unfortunately, I couldn't encourage the relationship. I had to allow her to get older and do it on her own. Knowing that she was going to have some hateful resentment towards me. I knew that, but I had to choose her safety over a relationship that just did not seem like it was. I wanted her to have a relationship with him so bad. But I kept feeling like she was not going to be safe. Not that he would harm her, but that I didn't know if I'd ever get her back. I didn't know if I'd be chasing him all over town to get my kid back. And she had brother and sisters at that time, and I already knew my kids had some trauma. I didn't want to add any more to it. I don't know if you can hear that. That's actually coming from my house. That's probably my son's goofing off. Mind you, they're in their 20s, but I'll find out what all that is when I get upstairs. But yeah. So, and even now, I've wanted my daughter to have a relationship with her dad, and something I didn't have. I knew it would have changed the tide for me to have the kind of relationship that a girl should have with her father. That I didn't want to repeat. There have been several things by the grace of God and by a lot of hard work and really thinking about certain things that I did and watching my moves, watching what moves I made. Haven't allowed certain things to repeat in my children. But there have been other things that pop up, like where you put it's like, I can't think of that thing, but like on the water hose, like on some cartoons or whatever, a hole pops up, they put their hand on that one, then another one pops up, they put their hand on that one, then they run out of hands and they put their foot. That's what I felt like I was doing most of my children's life. No joke. Like, hand over here, put the foot, other foot, put my body, put my neck. Like, I was running out of things to stop leaks from springing up, and I couldn't catch everything. I just couldn't. I did what I could, and I probably could have done better, but I did what I did, and I can't change that now. What I can is go forward and be better. So, that's the goal. But yeah, so I want her to have a relationship. I want all my kids to have a relationship with their fathers. Um, but that's not really up to me, So when we've blocked each other, so stupid. We've blocked each other. And, in my times when I'm really sad and wishing I could talk to him and be like, this is so sad that we're doing this to each other. It's so sad that we're going through this. Like, talk to him like my friend that he was when I first met him, because that's how I met him. He was counseling me through a relationship with my second daughter's father, whom he knows. He was like the best advice and the most supportive. And that's what I'm looking for right now, is his support. While we go through this, I was hoping that we could be friends, and I could be like, this is really shitty. Sucks. How are you? How are things going? Did you find somebody yet? How's dating? It sucks, huh? Like, deep down inside, nobody wants their husband to be with somebody else, but um, it's obvious he doesn't want to be with me, and that's fine. But I just think that we were friends when we started, and I don't understand why we can't find our way to be friends again. But so it makes it hard because there's a lot of things I can't say here. There's a few things I can't. No, there's quite a few things I cannot say just because I am trying to protect certain things. And there are things I would like to be able to share. Things about me, I'll share, but things that will affect my kids in a negative way, or since I am going through a divorce, might cause issues there. Um, I'll either not be able to talk about it until after the divorce is over, or I'll skip around it. But I already know what Lion's doing. I'm well aware he has a pattern, so I could tell you he's probably lost about 30 pounds. He's buffing up. He's getting his sexy on. He can't grow hair, so he's just making sure the bald looks good. He's doing the stuff I wanted him to do while he was with me that he wouldn't do. And he's probably gotten a car now, and probably an apartment or a house or whatever. And he's probably dating because he's asking for his things. So that means now, what happens now, because I've done this already, what happens now is he will pretend to try and avoid me and then accidentally show up, and he's going to be all dressed like I've been trying to dress him all this time. I've been trying to get him to wear clothes that would look appropriate on him and look good, make him look good. So he'll have all that on. I wish I could take a picture and show you, because it's going to happen. And it'll be a day when I look a hot mess. Because for right now, I got a lot on my plate. So that's my focus right now. And he will, do his best to flow show his new car, and he might even have his new girl in there, and do that whole thing, because some people still are in high school emotionally. So I am trying to mentally prepare myself, and it's just not easy, but it is what it is. So for me, it is for me to focus on all the balls I'm trying to keep in the air. And there are a lot, and all the things I need to focus on right now. So I'm busy, not busy enough, it seems, but I'm busy. And that helps in some ways. But the reason I'm saying this is because at some point I have to deal with those feelings and those emotions. I have to process them. And I know there will be that crying and upset and the pining and the brokenheartedness and all that. There's only a slim taste of it right now. Okay, that's my slim. But it's going to feel like this in a little while, because eventually we will have to see each other. And he has some special tendencies, that behavioral tendencies that will cause him to want to go out of his way to hurt me. So I have to emotionally prepare myself for it. And I am. So that, it's like playing dodgeball. You're going to get eventually hit with the ball, probably, unless you're that good. But you're prepared for the sting when you get hit. So I am hoping to dodge the ball, hence the name of the game. But I'm preparing myself to get hit with the dodgeball. And how much it's gonna hurt. Oh man. Cool thing is, when I get all past this, I'll be able to look back and be like, Good work. But even now, I can say good work because I literally could be under my bed somewhere crying every day. But that ain't going to get me through. So, get me through to get me to. Oh, that must be my warning sign. All right, y'all. Well, lights out for the second time. Before I kill the battery in my car, I'm going inside. My alarm went off. I was supposed to stop eating at 6 o'clock. Again, I have not met the 6 o'clock deadline, but I will. I will make it. I just now getting back to getting on my better eating plan because I got a fupa I need to get rid of. And like I said before, I got to keep things tight and right for me. That's why I'm not concerned what he sees right now. I've got a bigger fish to fry than him. So fish tastes really good right now. Anyway, I'm going to go. This is getting long and I'm chattering. All right. Well, thanks for riding through the storm with me. I hope you have a good afternoon or evening, and I'll talk to you soon. You know, you can leave me a message anytime. Good night.